just fell in love with this whole concept of like superheroes on a larger-than-life platform. I've always liked like superhero films and stuff like that, so I've always been drawn into shit like that. So it's stuff like people coming off the top rope, these personas that would like come through the television. Like I've always admired stuff like that. I think of wrestling, like obviously straight away I think of American. I think of these big, jacked, definitely on the gas, like big dudes like hitting each other like over the top hard. And then the Mexican Lucha Libre style is almost like the superhero, the Super Saiyans, like these characters who have got like these masks on and they portray like superheroes. I have my critiques where people think my wrestling is not believable, but then I say to them, well, so I see you wearing like a Spider-Man shirt, so you realise Spider-Man's not real, right? So I like to say that I am the Spider-Man of professional wrestling. How boring would it be if Spider-Man's putting wrist locks on for like 20 minutes? I like to keep it fast and entertaining in action. Like when I started off, I played a character in Lucha Britannia called Britannico. It is a true story. I walked into him when I was like 15 years old, done a show for him, was mortified at what I saw because I was so young. I was just like, oh, naked ladies, I don't like it, I'm a Christian boy. And I've gone away and I'd done a lot of growing up, and I contacted Greg and Gary and they took me in. I just said, look, I'm a sponge, teach me. I'm with Lucha Britannia, which is my home. I used to train at the London School of Lucha Libre. I keep saying this, I trained there twice a week for 9 months straight, and people complain that they're not on shows. Try and do what I did. I was beaten up so hard and I had to claw my way to get on the shows. I'm a firm believer in that you should be put on like the lowest of low and you work your way up. And that's what, like some of the guys here, there's a guy in there called Tom Dawkins, and a guy in there called Cassius. Quite a few of the London School Lucha Libre guys are here today who have worked from the bottom and clawed their way up. And they're going to be recognised by like the finest promoters in Mexico. I'm really excited because like I haven't done Lucha Libre in ages, and now I'm actually getting excited to just go back in the ring and start where I actually started. So like the British wrestling scene right now is a hybrid of every single style. Like we can do the Japanese strong style, we can do the American stuff, we can do the Lucha Libre, and yet we're the best in the world at chain wrestling. I feel wrestling's at a point now where we're starting to build a lot of momentum, and we've just realised that British wrestling is probably the best in the world right now. The fact that it's so good that Americans are wanting to come over and wrestle for us, guys from New Zealand, Australia are coming over to wrestle for us. We're right now at the top of the peak, and obviously it's been shown because WWE are on our case. But my main thing right now is to make sure that we've got something to fall back on. Like I've always been about bringing up the next generation of guys. And like right now, my main focus is over in Japan right now, over in America. But my main focus is that, but every time I come back here, I'm always in training schools, I'm always trying to help the next generation of guys come up, because let's face it, without them, we've got nothing.
Youngest ever winner of the Best of the Super Junior.